Barcelona's summer has been quieter on the pitch than in the boardroom, but the backstage decisions now unfolding may determine the club's season more than any single signing. The announcement that the club has cleared Euros 40 million of fair play space reads like an accounting victory, but behind that headline sits a complicated story of blocked ideas, hard choices, and strategic trade-offs. The saga began when the club tried an ambitious accounting maneuver, monetizing VIP stadium rights to create registration room, only for La Liga to refuse, arguing those assets were not yet real. That refusal forced Joan Laporta's board to change course and find breathing room through more traditional, sometimes painful measures, loans, sales, and contract engineering. In the last stretch of the window, 3 operations pushed the total to Euros 40 million. The loan of goalkeeper Iñaki Peña to Elche removed his wage burden because the receiving club assumed the cost. The sale of Jan Virgili to Mallorca, though relatively small, contributed tidy relief. And the termination of Oriol Romu's contract wiped away a substantial portion of amortization costs. Those 3 moves were the final stitches on a longer mending process that had already included the renewal of Jules Koundé and previous departures. Sales like that of Inigo Martinez and Ansu Fati, and exits such as Clement Lenglet, each move chipping away at the wage bill and creating space. Taken together, the actions explain how Barcelona arrived at a headline figure with genuine impact, but they also underline the limitations. Euros 40 million is meaningful, yet it does not magically restore the ideal one wage-to-income ratio that regulators prefer. Much of the relief comes from loans and one-off savings that may be temporary, which means the club has room to maneuver now, but still faces structural decisions about wages, revenues, and sustainable spending. So what does this mean on the pitch? For sporting directors and the coach, the number opens up possibilities that looked impossible a month ago. Registering reinforcements, addressing immediate positional needs, and providing cover for a congested fixture list. But the club must weigh whether to use the margin for a single marquee addition, several pragmatic signings, or to prioritize contract stability and infrastructure investments that shore up long-term finances. That tension is precisely why speculation has spiked around certain players. Some names will stay if Barcelona can commit wages. Others might be sacrificed to create a more permanent balance. Beyond transfers, the episode is a test of strategy. The failed stadium rights move showed creative thinking, but also the limits of accounting creativity when regulation draws a line. If Laporta's board treats Euros 40 million as a stopgap and delays structural reforms, the club risks repeating the same scramble in the winter window. If instead the club uses this headroom to secure targeted signings that improve results while pursuing real revenue growth and stricter wage control, the number could mark the start of a real recovery. For supporters, the number brings cautious optimism. It's the clearest sign in months that the club can act in the market. Yet it is also a reminder that football success is measured on the pitch, where accounting gains must translate into better performances. In the coming days, watch for 2 signals: concrete registration of new players or announcements of longer-term commercial or wage initiatives. Those moves will reveal whether Euros 40 million is used to change the season's trajectory or simply to buy time until the next financial squeeze. Whatever unfolds, this episode shows a club practicing a difficult kind of surgery, cutting where it must, protecting where it can, and trying to convert arithmetic into advantage. The stakes are high. A single signing could lift expectations, while missteps could force harsher measures later. Fans, rivals, and the transfer market will be watching closely because the way Barcelona chooses to spend, register, and restructure now will echo far beyond this summer's headlines and shape the club's fortunes for the months to come.